So next up, we've got Nick G from Auto Trader. Nick G has spent 15 years in the digital publishing industry, and many of those years are spent in mobile marketing specifically. So please welcome to the stage, Nick. Thank you very much.
Hello, thanks for the opportunity to give you a series of brief insights about what we're doing at Auto Trader Mobile. As Ian said, I've been in mobile for about the last 5 years, and at the moment I've been leading the Auto Trader mobile team for the last 6 months. Today I plan to cover 3 points. Firstly, what we've seen as we established Auto Trader Mobile and what we've seen as it started to grow. What we understand of our users and why they use Auto Trader Mobile. And then the third point is we want to share some of our key questions that we currently have and where we think we're headed. So first, some background on the opportunity. I expect you all know the Auto Trader brand. Probably most of you here know it for longer than I've known it. As you know, Auto Trader brings car buyers and sellers together and has been doing that for many years. And we monetize that through a classified advertising model. So we first did that in magazine, starting in the 70s, then into online, where we're now the #1 online car buying site in the UK. And now we're in mobile. So we've been in mobile since about 2008. When we launched a mobile site for all handsets. It's optimized for all handsets, and over time we've refined that to focus on particular handset families. So we built an optimized site for iPhone in late 2009. So this mobile, the reason why we built this mobile presence, this mobile site, was to provide new user functionality and understand what emerging commercial opportunities may exist. So since our mobile site first went live, we've seen really massive growth, particularly in the last 12 months. And our growth really mirrors what you see in the press and what you read on the internet about the growth in smartphones, the growth in app stores, and the growth in mobile data. But to better understand our growth, we've been talking to our 10 million unique users of autotrader.co.uk. And in the past 12 months, here's some of the things we've found out. The number of users who access the mobile internet daily or weekly has increased 14% to now 50% of our users are doing that on a daily or weekly basis. 35% of our users now have smartphones. That's up 17% in the last 12 months. And 40% of our users now have unlimited mobile internet on their phone. That's up 13% in the last 12 months. This growth in the market has translated to the usage growth that you see on the slide behind me. And we've had 430% increase in our usage from April last year through to August 2010. You can see on the graph the breakdown in the usage between our .mobi usage and our iPhone app, and there's some more on that later in the presentation. Once we'd built the mobile service, we achieved this growth through 5 key activities. So it was the URL redirects that Cam from M&S mentioned. We promote our mobile site pretty heavily on .co.uk. We do some mobile search advertising, and about 65% of our users find us through search, and the majority is that people searching for the Auto Trader brand through the search engines. We've also done some mobile banner advertising through the operator networks, and since March this year we've had an app in the Apple App Store. So I thought it might be interesting to tell you how and why users are using our products on mobile. The first part is that we're seeing users use mobile right across the car buying cycle. So 71% of our users are actually using Auto Trader Mobile to research their next car. They're qualified buyers and they represent an interesting opportunity for our customers. So 39% of these users are late in the decision process and are actually comparing vehicles and comparing on price. This last point is of particular interest to us since in late 2009 we discovered 41% of our users had used Auto Trader on their mobile on a dealer's forecourt. So this is they're actually looking at cars, comparing cars on the forecourt, and they're using Auto Trader Mobile. So 12 months later, that same statistic is now 50% of our .co.uk users have used Auto Trader Mobile on a dealer's forecourt. So why are users doing this? Well, 39% tell us because we're making it quicker for them, it's more convenient. And 37% say it's because it's the only way they can connect to the internet at that time. So we're really just putting Auto Trader in their pocket, which is the same as a folded up magazine that people used to shove in their jeans when they used to go out and look for a car. So with a growing mobile business, I thought I'd just give you a summary of what we're seeing today. What we find in common with what a lot of people have said this morning is that our users' understanding is still evolving. And then, really, some of them are still quite confused. They don't know what they don't know. We've found that people think that they're using an app when we didn't even have an app. So 6.5% of our users thought they'd used an Auto Trader app when in fact we only had a Mobi site that was optimised for iPhone. And when we ran a survey with our users to find out whether people prefer using an app or prefer using a mobile site, the response was evenly split at 37% each. So people really don't differentiate the difference. Despite this confusion, in late 2009, we thought the business case for an iPhone app presented itself. And that was because 42% of our mobile users were coming to our .mobi site using an iPhone. So far, we've been pleased with results, as the chart behind me shows. We've increased our user base and we've increased our searches. And in fact, we've now got our mobile site back to the point where it's got as many unique users and as many searches as it had pre the application. So it's had a net growth effect on our business. So through this increased distribution, we're finding that our app users are also more engaged with our application. And it's partly due to the speed of the application, they get the data quicker. It's partly due to the usability of the app, and it's also partly due to the fact that it's on the desktop of their phone, if you like, and that they've taken some time to download the app and decide that they're interested in our brand. So as we move forward, we're continuing to monitor this usage. We're monitoring the tech evolution and we're considering the other platforms, and we're continuing to try and innovate as we get the product out there to users. So to summarise today, from our point of view, mobile is still evolving. Apps are not the whole story, and at Auto Trader we needed to be right across the whole market, so we wanted to build the mobile site for reach, as was said earlier. The point is, though, that the app is a key part of our strategy and helped us to get deeper engagement with users and to get a wider distribution through the App Store. The technology is also still evolving, so as I mentioned, there are new mobile platforms coming, new app stores, new models, and there isn't a day go by that I don't have to have a conversation with someone about why we haven't yet built an Android app or a BlackBerry app or a Ovi app, an iPad app, and we are working at those things and we're looking at them, but we're taking quite a conservative view in terms of waiting for the business case to emerge to build for those new platforms. At the moment, we think our mobile site serves everyone through the browser on their phones. So mobile is providing our users with new opportunities to interact with our brand. 40% of our users tell us that when they're using Auto Trader on their mobile, they're using it to kill time. And 60% of our users tell us that they're doing it to save time. So two key points we're looking at as we move forward. Number one is to seamlessly integrate our mobile experience with our online experience. At the moment, the stock you see so the car stock you see on .co.uk is the same as that you see on the mobile site, but you're not able to interact and save those searches or anything between the two environments. So that's something we're hoping to bring out later this year. And one of the other things we're very interested in is that mobile's location capabilities gives us enormous potential for talking to our customers about delivering customers to them to look at cars. So we found out from surveying our mobile users, that 11% of our mobile users are actually on the dealer forecourt when they're using our mobile site. So that's 11% of the mobile users on the dealer forecourt or en route to a dealer. So this suggests mobile can be used to drive footfall to dealers in addition to just calls, search appearances, and emails, which are our traditional response metrics with our advertisers. So this is the evolution of mobile at Auto Trader. Thanks for your interest today.